Hello, welcome to our channel, Intriguing Iowans of Yesteryear, a place where we explore the lives of Iowans who we find intriguing. My name is Lynette, I'm the researcher.
My name is Russell, and I'm the assistant, and I hold up the papers and discuss people in each video.
These are people who have piqued our interest. I am not a professional genealogist. I'm a person who likes to research and collect pictures and old records. I will call them like I see them, and I'll put my own spin on things. We guarantee that you won't see any AI on this channel. In fact, after spending months trying to learn complicated editing programs, I finally decided to let all of that go. No background music, no special effects, no polished intros, just honest one-take videos and the joy of discovery. Welcome aboard. Enjoy the journey. This video is all about Christine Behrens, a murderess extraordinaire. This is a true story. It's a true case. It happened in Davenport, Iowa, 1897, and this is not fiction. It actually happened.
It was so sensational that even the New York paper reported on the case.
I think you have a copy of it, the New York paper. Yep, New York Tribune. Thank you, Ron. So Klaus Behrens, and we have a picture of Klaus. This is Klaus. Klaus Behrens went to work at his factory on a Saturday morning, and when he got to work, he started vomiting. His co-worker said Klaus then went home since he was too sick to work. After Klaus gets home, his wife, Christine Behrens, picture, there's our murder lady. She decides that instead of staying home with her sick husband, she will go meet a man named Henry Bent, who she may or may not have been having an affair with. Christine and Henry meet up on the government bridge, and they go riding around the Quad Cities in Mr. Bent's carriage. When they got back to the bridge, they went to a tavern and he bought her a beer.
If you went out to the bar with another man while I was homesick, I would not like it.
Well, I wouldn't do.
Somehow, either during the carriage ride or through the same other circumstances, Mrs. Behrens obtained a bottle of green liquid, Paris green.
When she gets home, she gives this bottle of Paris green to Klaus and says that Harry Bent said for Klaus to drink it and it will make Klaus feel better. Much better.
He drank some of it, felt worse, became very thirsty, drank a lot of ice water, beer, and whiskey, and then drank the rest of the green liquid from the bottle. Finished it up. He became violently ill at this time.
We know that because a neighbor hears Klaus screaming uncontrollably in pain. The neighbor runs over to the Behrens' house to see if he can be of any assistance to the poor man. The neighbor finds the Behrens' house with all the curtains closed and the doors are all closed, even though it was a hot July day. When Mrs. Behrens opens her door, Mr. Behrens can be seen laying on his stomach with his head supported on his hand. Christine then tells the neighbor, go back home and leave them alone because Klaus doesn't like other people around when he's sick.
Sometime later, there is no longer any screaming or noise coming out of the Behrens' house. Mr. Behrens is dead.
In the morning, Christine calls for the undertaker to come for her dead husband. He arrives and begins his undertaking tasks.
Klaus's co-worker from the day before comes to the Behrens' home. He took one look at his friend, dead in the bed, and exclaimed to the undertaker that he believed that Klaus's wife had poisoned and killed her husband.
The coroner is called immediately, and the undertaker stops preparation of the body. A coroner's inquest is held in the days that follow. The coroner determined that Mr. Behrens died from being poisoned by Paris green, an insecticide used by gardeners at that time. There is evidence of Paris green poison in Klaus's stomach. Henry Bent presents a letter from Christine that says she is terribly in love with Mr. Bent and plans to kill her husband for his life insurance money, $2,000.
Probably a lot of money.
Yeah.
At that time.
And then marry Mr. Bent, and the two of them shall live happily ever after.
The police arrest Christine and put her in jail. Her case goes to trial.
The trial. The defense. The defense puts forth many scenarios of what they say prove Christine did not murder her husband.
While in jail, Christine says she finds a suicide note in a pair of her husband's pants.
Now, we're going to talk about this in our next video a little bit more in depth, but what happens is one of the neighbors brings a pile of clothes from Christine's house, and in there is a pair of Klaus's pants, and she finds a suicide note in it. Suspicious?
Yeah, she claims she's gonna mend them and fold them for her deceased husband, so a little weird.
The suicide letter is supposedly written by the victim, in which he says that he committed suicide and no one else knew he was going to do it. There is a thumbprint on the letter. The defense tries to prove that his letter is legitimate and that it is Klaus's thumbprint on the letter. In order to prove this, the body of the victim is exhumed and the right hand is cut off the body and given to the defense. And the left hand is cut off and given to the prosecution. The hand appears at the trial and is handed around the jury in a glass bowl. I find the newspaper article's title interesting. Turns out the hand appeared. Shoot. Yep, that's it. The hand appears. And one of the things that happens is the hand appears during the trial, and the defense actually takes a glass bowl with the hand, pours the liquid out of it, and then hands that glass bowl around to the jurymen. Not something that happened today. Several others, some really outrageous defenses are raised, including that Christine was completely innocent and the murder was all the fault of Mr. Bent. Also, a man testifies that Mr. Behrens was helping him with his barn when a bottle of Paris green accidentally gets spilled from an upper rafter and lands in Mr. Behrens' beer.
And he drinks it?
Yes.
Boy.
The prosecution. They call many witnesses, including the youngest daughter of the Behrens, to the stand where she testifies that on the morning of she testifies that on the evening her father died, her mother did something unusual. She had poured the coffee into cups, and those cups were on the table before the family sat down to eat their supper.
And that her father had complained that the coffee didn't seem to taste right, to which Mrs. Behrens said that she thought that the milk had went sour, and she would speak with the milkman the next day. She never did.
They also present the jury with the evidence of the Paris green. In a newspaper article from the Quad City Times, the article title is pretty funny. It says, Paris green, it lends a strong color to the Behrens trial. And we'll talk about Paris green in our next video. The verdict. After days of testimony and only circumstantial evidence, she is found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to hard labor at the Anamosa Penitentiary for the rest of her natural life. Her appeals of the guilty verdict fail. The governor of the state of Iowa refuses to give her a pardon. She then tries to commit suicide by eating soap pills from the prison laundry. She is put under supervision so she can no longer take soap pills from the laundry and eat them, and she's put on suicide watch.
One morning, her guard goes to run an errand, and when she returns, she finds Christine hanging from a doorway. She is dead.
No one in her family wants the body, so Christine's body is taken to the Iowa City for an autopsy. It is found that her stomach was so deteriorated from eating soap pills and had damaged her stomach so much that she would have died within a week anyway, before she hung herself. Meaning that she was already suffering from a slow and very painful death.
Some may call that karma.
So this is but a short version of what happened in this 1897 murder and murder trial. There are many twists and turns in the story. Our next video will delve into more of the details of this complex case. And I think we might be coming to you from the barn.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay, we look forward to seeing you then. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hold on.